Okay, today's video is going to be about the Yamaha RX-550, specifically the input switch. These input switches get dirty with time, and not just that, the actual contacts get worn out. So the good thing is that these amps are worth fixing because if you can, because they sound good and they actually have good power parts inside. And they're kind of built modularly like a PC. Think about like expansion cards, video card, sound card. Like this is the input, and then this is the front of it where you have, your input switch. This kind of goes on top, and this goes in the middle, anything. So here it is. You cannot clean these with this thing on. There's no way. You have to remove this, and I'll show you why. So remove it. There's two things you have to desolder here. For these contact points here, okay, and the rest of it you just kind of wiggle it out and it will come out. Okay, so and then okay, so then you have these little discs here that spin. Just pop it out. They literally pop out. Pop it out on the other in the back. Very easy to pop them out actually, okay? Okay, so then you have this that writes these, inspect these, this looks okay, right? And then it writes on this, on the inside, let me zoom in there, see? So inspect that, see how it's kind of worn out? It's actually physically worn out. But I think there's still metal in there. Let's zoom in a little bit more. There's still metal contacts in there. It just needs cleaning. But the only way to get to it is to open it up. So get an electrical, get our deoxit. Get yourself a Q-tip. Put some deoxit in there. Obviously, I can't do this while filming. Go in there. Clean out. Use a clean Q-tip. Get all that gunk out. And then look at the Q-tip until it's clean. If it's, gently. And then when you finish it with it, pop that guy in there, pop it in, and then do this second, third, do all of them like that. Also inspect to see if you have cold solder joints like this guy. See this guy's wobbling? That's not good. But I can't really tell if it was really like that or if during the removal of this thing here, it became like that, okay? So it's hard to tell, but inspect your joints as well. Maybe I yanked it out, but it shouldn't have come out. So it could have been, but anyway, since you have this open, clean this all out. You cannot like magically spray it underneath with this thing on. It's not going to work. It's going to do nothing. Okay, some parts you can actually, like knobs and stuff, you can spray inside without disassembling it, but this you cannot. Now the only reason why I'm doing this is because I like this amp and it sounds really good. I mean, it sounds very decent, okay? And a lot of them will come up for sale. Facebook Marketplace cheap, $50, $40. And if the seller's honest, they'll tell you, hey, the switch has issues. Sometimes it cuts out when you move it. Now a lot of people will misjudge that as there's something wrong with the amplification side of the amp. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just these contacts is wrong and they're not passing through the signal. Okay. Especially if you can test that really quick, just kind of move it back and forth really quickly. And if it plays for like 10 minutes and starts to cut out, it's this guy. So basically, this is it. Just be careful. Okay, just be careful. Take pictures if you need to before you disassemble things, so you know how things go back in. This shaft is, as you can see, this shaft, I mean, kind of it's not fully round. It's as like, what is this called, tapered or like flat edges on both ends. So it only goes in one way, when you align these things. So I don't think you can mess that up too much. And there's also these things here, like little markers. Positional markers, okay? So So that's pretty much that. This is my first time attempting to to fix it. Honestly, I will never do this again because it's just too much work. Again, you would only do this if you really like the amp and you have passion for it. There's no money to be made here. This is not a money seller. I mean, maybe if you fix it, this might be worth 80 bucks, maybe $100 tops for this thing. If you say that it was been serviced. And here's the thing, like, you have to confirm it's been fixed. You know, these could be intermediate problems. So like, you really have to fix it, listen to it for a few weeks minimum, non-stop. Make sure it doesn't cut out. You know, you switch the channels, confirm all the inputs, and you know, CD should be on CD, etc., etc., etc. It should work. If it doesn't work, that's a problem in itself. Now this, so make sure this all line works. This thing also has a motorized control movement. So this is if you have like a remote, you know, and go changing your channels. But beyond that, this doesn't really do anything unless you have a remote, or you're manually moving things. What else is there to say? Not much. I mean, just goes laying like that, and that goes in there. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I have nothing better to do. I'm just gonna sit here and clean it out, and I'll give an attempt at fixing this. If I cannot fix it, I'll just take it to a recycle place, because honestly, I doubt a lot of people will attempt to fix. If I cannot fix it, you're not fixing it. Is what I'm saying. Also, it's not like you can buy these new parts. You know, they don't make these things anymore. It's not like you can get a new one and replace. If you could, you would just desolder and put it in. That'd be a different story. So you have a one chance attempt to fix it. Basically, make sure it's all aligned, and then that's it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, that's it. You cannot fix this. It's just worn out. Whoever had it been playing around with large sources. I just listen to CD, so for me it would literally be just one source all the time. I wouldn't even move it, but I tried different sources and they're all like that. So it's, you know, if I could switch it to the different source, I would have just kept it, but I can't. So hopefully this helps someone out. Cheers.